It's Saturday, February 24th, 2018. And we're going to do a little life tutorial here. First one, just an extra video I'm putting up. I work in retail. I've been doing it a long time. And in the last few years, online purchasing has become a huge part of the business. Now, I don't work for Amazon, so don't worry. But I do work for a major retailer. Now, most retailers, when online came about, were not prepared to deal with it. It's just, for the longest time, you went into a store, you got what you needed. The only things you ever ordered were from catalogs. I mean, you had to call, and then you had to give them the part number or whatever, the item number, and then they would ship it to you. But this is a different animal. So there is things where you can order something online and have it shipped to the store, and then you pick it up when it gets there. Then there are other things that you can order online, that you order them online, they prepare it, and then you pick it up in the store a little bit later in the day. It's already in the store, and you come get it. Well, I'm going to explain. Now, if you work retail, you probably know these things. But if you don't work retail, you might want to listen to this, just so you don't waste your time. What this is so that it helps the customer not waste his time or her time with unnecessary trips to the retailer. So we're going to go through these. We're going to go through the process. Now, the first part of the process, of course, is you order it. Now, the second part of the process, of course, after you order it, is order confirmation. You'll get an email or a text or something that says, hey, bing, you've ordered this. Good to go. Third part of the process is usually your order has shipped. Now, we're talking about the buying something online and having it shipped to the store. It's not something that's readily available in the store. It's something that they don't carry, and it's only in their giant warehouse, and then they'll ship it to the store. So that's what we're talking about first. You order it, you have it, you'll get an order confirmation, and then you'll get an email or a text that says your order has shipped, which means it is now on its way to the store. Usually from a distribution center. Sometimes it comes from other warehouses that house a lot of their other stuff. Maybe it's even from a vendor specifically that is set up with that retailer, and it'll come directly from the vendor to that store. So then after that, steps 4 and 5 are where some people get lost. You can track your order usually. And your order will come up with this whole thing of when you're tracking it, it will tell you that your order has reached its destination. That's not the same as step number 5, which is your order is ready for pickup. Now, just because your order has reached its destination does not mean it's ready for pickup. Let me explain some of the problems that happen in between step 4 and 5. Your item has reached its destination. Now it has to go through either the receivers or a service type thing, whoever's in charge of the online ordering or online receiving or online, that whole process. Where I work, the receivers are the first ones to touch it. So we see everything very early on. So when it says, oh, it's gotten to its destination, that means it's gotten to us. So it's in there. Maybe. Because sometimes it gets put on a distribution center truck. Trucks that come out of giant distribution centers that have literally hundreds of thousands of boxes. And sometimes they say they put it on the truck, but they didn't put it on the truck. But it's being tracked as going onto the truck. So it may not be there. So there's a problem. The next problem is your order might be damaged. So if you see that it's reached its destination and then you run to the store, it might be broken. And there's a process you have to go through and then maybe you were in the process of being contacted, but you beat them and you're at the store, and now they have to tell you it's broke. And if you had just been a little bit more patient, you would have gotten an email or a phone call or a text that would have told you it was broke. And then you could have either reordered a new one or just canceled the order altogether, depending on how angry you are because it got broke. That happens a lot. There's a lot of different hands that touch these things. These things get touched by dozens and dozens of people, and nobody wants to break anything on purpose, but sometimes things just break. I mean, sometimes they fall out of your hands, sometimes they get underneath something and get run over, or sometimes it's, you know, it's, nobody wants to intentionally break these things, but it happens. It goes through a lot of machinery, rollers, hands. It gets moved around a lot. The more something gets moved, the more chance there is for it to break. So it could be broke. It could be the wrong item. So they shipped it. We look at it in whatever we're looking at. It says, well, it's supposed to be this, but it's not that. They shipped the wrong thing to you. So we have to have a chance to get you the information that says it's the wrong thing. But if you see that it's reached its destination and you run to go get it, there could be a problem. Another problem is sometimes your order has reached its destination, but the people that are in charge of it, all of a sudden they're swamped. A lot of trucks start coming in, so they don't have time to receive your item. They have to put it off to the side so they can receive other trucks and get them in the door so that the drivers can go on to their next stops. You can't just leave these drivers just kind of sitting around while you do this. You just basically put it off to the side, bring in the next set of stuff, put that off to the side, bring in the next set of stuff, put it off, and then when the trucks are all gone, you start working on the stuff that you got initially, and you just work your way through it. So even if your item says it got there at 8 a.m., you may not get you may not get the next step until noon, depending on how swamped everybody is. So there's a lot of contributing factors. It could be broke, it could be lost, it could be the wrong thing. Sometimes they reach the destination, and if it's a little small thing, it may get lost. It may get, somebody may move something that was in their way, and then they put it somewhere where the people that initially put it there, now it's lost. So your item's there, but we don't know where it is because somebody else moved it on us. So we have to have a chance to find it. But if you're running down to the store and says, well, it's here, we just haven't found it again. We're trying, but we haven't found it. So wait for the email or the text that says your order is ready for pickup. When it says your order is ready for pickup, that's when it's time to come to the store. That's when it's time to come get your item. Now, I'm not saying that your problems end there, because sometimes you will discover things that they don't. Remember, there's a lot of these boxes that come in. This has become a big business. So there's a lot of boxes that come in, and so something may get missed. You may come in, open up the box, open up another box that's in the box where your item is, and you may find that it's broken. Well, we can't open up all of your stuff. I mean, we're just not allowed, because customers get mad that you open their stuff. If you get a brand new laptop, I'm not allowed to open it up and make sure all the parts are in there. Because if I do that, if I break that little seal, then the customer's going to get mad that I broke the seal on their computer, and they're going to wonder what's missing now. Did somebody take something out of my stuff? So you see the bind that we're in. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You can't open up every single item. So you may get there, it's ready for pickup, then you get it home and it's broken inside. We can't open every single product. Not only is it time consuming, but there'd be so many customers that'd be mad that we opened up their stuff. And I know there's some of you out there that would say, I want you to open it, I want you to look at it, but we don't know who those people are. So we have to basically go, okay, the box looks like it's in good condition. Nothing looks like it was ever put it in any kind of distress, so we have to call it good and move it on to the next process. So that's the ordering something online and picking it up in the store after it's been shipped to the store. Next process, buying something online that is in the store. So you order it, you get the order confirmation, and the next step is you still have to wait for that thing that says your order is ready for pickup. Because now some of the problems could be every retailer on the planet has a count off somewhere in their inventory. It's the truth. I've worked at a lot of retail places. Nobody has perfect inventory in their building. Even after you do inventory, things get missed. So just because you ordered it and they said they have it, don't just rush down to the store. Wait for it to say your order is ready for pickup, because the problem might be that we don't have it. It's not there. The count was off. Now, this can be a good thing for you, though, because if we don't have the right thing, we can upsell you for the same price you paid. So if you bought a $400 grill, you may get a $450 grill for $400 if we don't have that particular item. So the retailers usually do a good job of trying to take care of you, but you got to be patient. Wait for the email or the text that says your order is ready for pickup. Then when you get that email, come down, get it. It's yours. But that way you save yourself some aggravation. You save yourself some time. You don't want to, it's like everybody's time is valuable. So you don't want to just run to a store randomly and then find out there's a problem. Wouldn't you rather be doing something else and then all of a sudden it says, oh, they don't have this thing. They just sent me a text saying we don't have it. So you call up the store and they say, well, we don't have that particular grill, but we have this grill, which is more expensive and is nicer than the one you got, and we'll give it to you for the same price. So you're going to pay $400 for a $450 grill. So you'll get an upsell, and then they'll say, well, we have it ready for you, so come on down and get it whenever you're ready. So you get a slightly better item. So these things happen. And the retailers try their best to take care of all the customers. They really do. I know the company I work for does a great job of trying to take the best care that they can of their customers. Now, I can't mention the company because they may, if they ever saw this, they may crap and say, you can't, we don't want you talking about us in your videos. So I won't say. But just know that most retailers try to do a really good job of taking care of you. Always wait for the email that says, or the text, or whatever that says, your order is ready for pickup. That's what you wait for 95% of the time. And I'm not even going 99. I'm going to say 95% of the time. You're going to get there. Your item is going to be ready. You're going to get to take it home and enjoy it. So just be patient. Wait for that last step, because there are other problems that happen in between that can cause your order not to be fulfilled properly. And you don't want to waste your time making unnecessary phone calls, and the worst of all is making an unnecessary trip to a store that you didn't really need to go to, that you're probably going to have to go to at another time to pick up the item anyway later on. So I'm hoping that this was helpful. If you've jumped the gun, it's like, I'm hoping that this will help you not waste your time. I don't want anybody to waste their time on things like this. So this is something to help, and maybe in the future you'll just sit there and go, you know, I know the process now. I know that there could be a problem. I know that I am going to wait. Now here's another real quick tidbit. If you see that your item has reached its destination and within 48 hours you have not heard anything, call the store. Call them and go, hey, light a fire under their butts, because it may have gotten placed somewhere. They didn't want, like I said, none of these people are trying to make mistakes, but it may be something that they put somewhere that they said, we'll get around to it, but we've got a lot of other things that are happening right now and chaos ensues, and they forget. Don't feel, if within 48 hours, call that store and go, hey, it says it's there, what's wrong? And they will be more than happy to help you. They will come back to wherever their people are that deal with the online stuff, and they'll say, hey, so-and-so wants to know where their product is. What's going on? Why haven't you? And then they'll, wait, we just put it off this side. I'm sorry. We'll finish off the process and we'll get it on its way. And then they can tell you they made a little mistake. They fell under a little bit of fire, but they fixed it. And your item is ready for pickup, and we are sorry for the inconvenience. And bada bing, there you go. So, I hope this was helpful. If you thought it was helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. Do me good. All right. Thank you for listening. And with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.